So good morning, everyone. We're having another morphology class today. Last week, I was not uh, entirely present, but I was because of two different videos that I posted, and I didn't hear any question or anything like that during the week. So I'm assuming that you got clear explanation of everything. I want to complement that class, the determiners class, specifically the definite and indefinite articles and possessive pronouns with a textbook. This textbook is an exercise book, a workbook. And the exercises are very similar to the one that you have in the manual. In the manual, you have a fill in the gaps exercise where you need to write the correct article, the, a, or an, or a possessive pronoun, his, her, etc. So this textbook, this workbook has many of these kind of exercises, and it has an answer key. That means that you can check your answers after you have finished doing the exercise. That will be for practice. If you want to do that, do it. I will give you the link to the textbook soon. All right. Today's class is the following one after determiners, which is adverbs. And after adverbs, we will be covering prepositions. So the focus will be adverbs today, and I will share my screen with you so that we can take a look at the manual. So this is lesson 6, unit 3, lesson 6, page 45 in your manuals, and is about adverbs. Okay. What are adverbs, or what do we call adverbs? Adverbs are words, and these words modify either adjectives or other adverbs. So, or verbs. So there are three things, three words, three other categories that these adverbs modify. Adverbs modify verbs, adverbs modify adjectives, and adverbs modify other adverbs. That's what adverbs do. So anything that modifies a verb, an adjective, or an adverb is called an adverb. Okay. So look at the examples in the manual. In number 1, it says Mary sings beautifully. Beautifully does not refer to Mary. We don't know what Mary looks like. Beautifully refers to the singing. She sings in a beautiful way. So we say that the word beautifully is modifying the verb sing, not the noun Mary. Because of that, we call this word beautifully an adverb. Because of the definition, an adverb is a word that modifies a verb. In the second example, David is extremely clever. Extremely is not modifying David. David is not extremely. Clever is extremely. Extremely clever. Very clever. Super clever. Okay? So, extremely is modifying the word clever, not the word David. So, clever is an adjective. A word that modifies an adjective is called an adverb. Extremely is an adverb. And in the third example, this car goes incredibly fast. The word fast refers to going, not to the car. It's not fast car. It's going fast. The car goes fast. Because the word refers to goes, then the word fast is an adverb because it's modifying the verb. Now, incredibly fast. Does the word incredibly refer to car or to fast? It refers to fast. So a word that modifies an adverb is called an adverb. We can conclude then that adverbs modify three things: verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. That's it. Very good. Here, you need to read the manual, yes, but I'm just skipping certain parts. Notice that it talks about li. Whenever a word finishes in li, we always think of an adjective, an adverb, but not always. So that not always is a problem because it's confusing. We cannot say that a rule, a morphological rule, is that every time the word finishes in li is an adverb. We cannot say that because it's not true. Okay?
Mr. Christopher,
Yes, yes.
there are many people who want to get in the class.
Oh, I'm sorry. Admit everyone. Alejandra López, Aramí Villamayor, Sabrina Cáceres. Okay, they're getting in now. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so notice the comparison in the manual between adjective and adverb. The adjective is slow, quick, soft, sudden, gradual, and the adverb is slowly, quickly, softly, sudden, and gradually. This is, in general terms, this is it. The adverb finishes in li, but not always. That's what we need to take into account. Not always. Okay, for example, look at these words from the manual. Costly, deadly, friendly, kindly, friendly, for example. Friendly is an adjective, it's not an adverb. You are very friendly. It's describing you. You are friendly, so it's an adjective. So be very careful whenever you classify adverbs, because not all words that finish in li are adverbs. Okay. Then we have this. Softly is an adverb. Very softly is two adverbs. Why? Because we said that that a word that modifies an adverb is called an adverb. Suddenly and very suddenly, slowly and extremely slowly. Extremely is an adverb. Slowly is an adverb too. Okay? A word that modifies an adverb is called an adverb. Let me see. What else do you need to know? Comparative and superlative forms. Okay. Some adverbs can take comparative and superlative forms. For example, John works hard. The word hard is an adverb in this case because it's telling you how John works. It's not that John is stiff. No, it means that it describes the way he works. Okay. And then Mary works harder. In this case, the word harder is a comparative adverb. There was a question about comparative and superlative. I think Gabriela asked last week about that. Okay. These are comparative and superlative adverbs. It's different from adjectives. And here we have I work hardest. Okay. Here in the manual you have examples of comparative and superlative adverbs, which are very, very similar or almost identical to comparative and superlative adjectives. Okay. We have the irregular forms. also. Well, better, and best. It's not weller and wellest. It's not badlier and badliest. No. There are irregular forms that we need to learn. We need to know these irregular forms. Thank God, English has few irregular forms. It's not like Spanish that have thousands of irregularities. Okay. An issue is you have a question?
Yes, Mr. Hello.
No. Yes.
Good morning. Sorry, I am on the street. Um,
It's okay.
Mr. I there's a specific rule to identify adverbs because personally I have many problems to identify them.
Yes, there are rules. Rule number one: is it modifying a verb? It is an adverb. Is it modifying an adjective? It is an adverb. Is it modifying another adverb? It is an adverb. So a word that modifies verbs, adjectives, or adverbs are called adverbs. So the task is to identify what the word is modifying then. Does the word refer to the noun, to the subject? Does the word refer to the verb, to the word, to the predicate, or what? So that's the task. Many people get super confused between adjectives and adverb. They are very similar. They cannot distinguish them. So here you have an example. David is a happy child. Happy is an adjective. Why? Because it is describing a noun, child. David is happy. Here, happy is also an adjective because it is describing David. David is happy. David is a noun. A word that describes a noun is called an adjective. Adverbs cannot always fit into the sentence. For example, you cannot say David is a happily child or David is happily. So definitely the adverb form of happy does not fit into that category. The word, if we are analyzing this sentence and you have problem, you say, maybe this is an adverb. No, because this is the proof. The adverbial form of happy is happily, and you cannot substitute happily here. So definitely this word is an adjective, not an adverb. Look at here. I'll catch the early train. Early refers to train, the early train, not to catching, not to me, to train. That means early is an adjective and it finishes in ly, but it's an adjective. Look at the adverbial form. I awoke early this morning. Early does not refer to I, it refers to awoke. Because early refers to awoke, is modifying the verb, and the word that modifies a verb is called an adverb. I awoke early this morning. So notice that we cannot trust the dictionary or we cannot trust the manual. Depending on the context, early can be an adjective or an adverb. What we need to know is the function of the adverb. Is it modifying the verb? Is it modifying another adjective, another adverb, or what? That's what we need to see. Okay. So we need to develop this skill of analyzing sentences, not because of individual words, but in context. What is the word modifying to? Okay. And then you have exercises. In this kind of exercise, you have, oh, sorry. Wait. There. Okay, in this kind of exercise, you have two two sentences. The same sentence using the same word. Late, late. In number 2, you have fast, fast. In number 3, harder, harder, etc. And this exercise precisely helps you to distinguish between adjective and adverb. For example, in number 1, it says, my train arrived late as usual. And I'm sorry. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know how to do this. Can you hear the music? It's a message.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know how to do this. That's my wife. Ah. Okay. And in 1B, it says, I'm watching the late film. So here we can clearly see that the word late is modifying either a verb or a noun. And depending on that, we classify it as adjective or as adverb. Here in 1B, it says the late film. So late refers to to watching, or to film? To film. Late film. So it refers to film. Because late refers to film and film is a noun, then we can classify this as an adjective. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, I told her not to send me messages anymore. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, where was I? Let me see. Here. Okay, here it says, my train arrived late as usual. Late refers to to train, or to arrive. What is late? The arrival of the train is late. Okay, it's not my late train. It's not my late train. Is the train arrives late. So late refers to arriving then. Because late refers to arriving, and arriving is a verb, then we classify this as an adverb. Questions? Clear?
It's clear. So we have to analyze.
Yeah. Yes. My brother loves fast cars. Car is a noun. Fast is an adjective then. He drives too fast. Fast refers to driving. He drives fast. So fast refers to driving. And because drives is a verb, the word that modifies a verb is called an adverb. Like this. This exercise is very good because they are using the same word with different functions. One as an adjective, one as an adverb. So that you can see the difference. So very, very good exercise. I like this exercise very much. Okay. Then it talks about great ability, etc., etc. That's not very important. Now we're going to focus on circumstantial adverbs. Circumstantial adverbs. What are circumstantial adverbs? Well, we studied them at school. When we were at school, we studied them. There are 3. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, or adverbs of place. And remember, we did this in school very many times. So look at the examples in the manual. She sang loudly in the bath. She sang loudly. How did she sing? Loudly. If you are asking how something was done, It is called an adverb of manner because adverbs of manner describe the way things are done. The sky quickly grew dark, quickly grew dark. So how how was the action performed? Quickly. So every time you answer the question, how was this done? Then we're talking about an adverb of manner. Then we have adverbs of time. Super easy to understand. Adverb of time. It talks about frequency. So I'll be checking out tomorrow. Tomorrow is an adverb of time. Give it back now. Now is an adverb of time. I watch television sometimes is an adverb of frequency, of time. Never, always, seldom, rarely. All these are adverbs of time because they tell you the time. And finally, place. Adverb of place. Yes, which tell you where. For example, there, somewhere, here, over there. Those are adverbs of place. So what do we call these three types of adverbs? Circumstantial adverbs of manner, of time, of place. Circumstantial adverbs. Very good. And here you have an exercise to classify them. For example, number 1 says, the thief crept silently across the rooftops. Silently is the word in bold letters, and it tells you how this thief crept. So if it tells you how something was done, then we can classify it as an adverb of manner because it's the way he did it. Okay, super easy to understand. We covered this in school. So the rest is pure exercises. Okay. So do the exercises at home and go over the text from the manual again. Okay. Super easy lesson. Also, you can complement the lesson with the video of 2 native speakers teaching you about adverbs. So listen to them because they are native speakers of English and they are grammar teachers as well. So super useful, really, really useful. I think one of them is British and the other is American. So you have both sides of the coin. Yeah. But basically it's this. This will be today's lesson, let's say. Okay. So what I am going to do then is I'm going to provide you of the link of the textbook the workbook that I want you to use to practice articles, determiners in English, and you have the exercises from the manual. If you have questions, you think that your answer is not correct in the manual, please let me know in the WhatsApp group and I will gladly answer all your questions.
Teacher, sorry for
Yes,
asking late, but is referring to indefinite articles.
yes.
In the page 40,
Uh-huh.
it says compare the data and provide the rule for the shortening of the lexical item uno in Spanish. And I put uno becomes un in the phonological environment of before a noun. Is that okay?
No, let me see. For example, un casa. Casa is a noun.
Uh,
Un casa. So no,
mm,
it's not a correct rule. What could be the rule?
Un become una before
No,
a
no,
word
no.
that start.
Uno, listen. Uno
Un,
becomes un when? When do we say un and not uno? Can I say número? No, we say un
un
número.
auto, for example.
In front of the noun,
Un
But I
auto,
just told
for
you that if you
example.
say in front of a noun, I can
I
say
think
un
it can
casa.
be
It depends of the
before
gender.
an
Okay,
stressed
so can
vowel.
you say before a masculine noun then? Un número,
Mm,
un cuento.
yes,
And
yes.
if it is feminine, what do we say?
Una.
Una casa.
Absolutely right. Yes, yes. So uno becomes un before masculine nouns. That's the answer, Mariano.
But and in the next example says a un área.
Oh, this is so interesting.
I
Yes,
think
yes, you're right.
it's before an stressed vowel.
Yes, but which vowel, Mariano? It's a
The
specific vowel.
initial position
Which
can be
one? Which vowel?
mm,
Area.
A.
The first vowel.
Which
A.
vowel is that?
the first syllable can be.
No, but
No.
A.
Yes, the vowel A. So only before the vowel A. Only before a stressed vowel A. So if I say ácaro, it cannot be la ácaro. It should be el ácaro because it starts with a stress A.
Like mano. La
Must be
El
feminine,
árbol,
but
por
we
ejemplo.
use masculine articles.
El árbol, por ejemplo.
Ah,
In theory, it should be la agua, la hacha, and la aula. But it's not la agua because agua starts with a stress A. And that is a rule. It's a phonological rule. Okay.
But it's okay
thank you,
to say
Mr. Christopher.
la
Agua is
aula.
feminine. Hacha is feminine. Aula is feminine. But we say el agua, el aula. Why do we do that?
So
Because these words start with a stress A.
Mr. Christopher, but when we say them in plural, it changed to feminine.
Yes, yes, you are right. You are right. Yes. So this rule applies only to singular forms. Yes, you are right.
but again, in the case of un mono, it doesn't start with an A.
Because mono is already male, Mariano. This
So
rule female
means
that have el as an article.
mm,
It's a contradiction, and poor foreigners get all confused because we say el, but agua is feminine.
Oh my
and
God, Spanish
I
is
So
have
super.
confusing. So
I have
confusing.
another one
Yes,
that is
ask me.
generic reference number 2.
Where is it?
The,
Which page?
it's in the page 40 again.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, generic
Yes.
reference. Number 2, it is amazing what people get up to. It says not article plus plural count noun. How do you count plural nouns? By grouping them or how?
Wait, I am lost. I don't know where you are. Is it
Is
after
is
un mono,
is
un
it still
árbol?
in is it still in page 40?
39 is
Yeah, but remember my manual is different. So is it the determiners page?
No, it's
um,
just go down a little bit more.
I
Uh-huh.
think
It says form use then says generic reference referring to a whole class or a species of something you want to generalize. When it shows some examples and explain the structure.
I cannot see it. Where is it? If
notebook so I can show you.
No, okay. Wait, Mariano. We're running out of time here, so I would like to
I will
discuss
send you. I will send you on screen.
Can you see, teacher?
this. Let's discuss this in the WhatsApp group because this is about to
Okay.
finish.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
No problem.
send it, Mariano. Send the screen, and I'll be here connected. All right.
Okay. Okay.
But
Thank
we
you.
still have 5 minutes now. Okay.
So
Yeah. Do it now. Do it. Connect it. Do it because I didn't see it. 5 minutes. Okay, we
let
can do
me
it in 5
see.
minutes.
Let me wait.
Marlene found the page.
Where is Marlene?
Es en, yo creo que tengo igual al tuyo, teacher. 38 sería para
Which page is in yours?
38. Generic
38.
reference.
Generic reference is number 2.
It's amazing what people get up to. That's your question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see.
Wait.
For me, 39. That page.
Everyone has a different manual.
Yes.
I found it.
I can send you to the group and you can read it from there.
No, I found it already. So let me share it with you.
Okay.
Here.
Sofía, tu página.
Generic reference.
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2. It is amazing what people get up to.
Yeah.
Let me see. Referring to a whole class of species or something when you want to generalize. No article plus plural count now.
No, I understand the meaning, but the thing that I understand is how do you count plural nouns? Like by grouping them or how?
No.
Like one group of people, or because you can't count like people by saying people, you
No.
don't know how many
No.
people are in.
Is the terminology, Mariano. And a plural count noun is what we call in Spanish a collective noun. Sustantivo colectivo.
So,
Jauría son muchos perros juntos.
so a group of
Manada
people,
son muchas
like,
ovejas juntas. Gente son muchas personas juntas. So people is a collective noun. It's a
So
plural count noun.
so like, yeah, I understand.
And we don't use article. We don't say it is amazing what the people get up to. We don't say that. It says no article for plural count nouns. That's why you're not supposed to say the elephants are big. We just say elephants are
The
big.
elephants are big.
See? Plural
Do
nouns
you?
do not have an article in English. And we Spanish speakers have the tendency to put articles everywhere. And we're not supposed to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
One common mistake is when we Spanish speakers say the number 5, the number 6. We don't write the before number. Okay, so these are little details, but very important to learn. Clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Super.
Yes, it's clear.
Do you
Super,
have
super.
any?
Yes,
Do you have
teacher.
any other video about inclusives?
The video about English. I was supposed to do that, right?
Because no, you didn't say
No.
anything about inclusives. You just explain in your word, but when I read it, I didn't understand. I didn't get a lot of idea. An idea about.
Inclusive.
Yeah.
Okay, inclusive is, in English, inclusive is to put two words together, like a contraction. Instead of I would, you say I'd. Instead of I am, you say I'm. That's an enclitic form. In Spanish, we have inclusive too, but we don't have contractions in Spanish. So how do we put words together in Spanish? we combine the words. For example, él lo está comiendo. There are 4 words there. Él lo está comiendo. I can use an enclitic form, combine all that, and I can say, él está comiéndolo. Comiéndolo is 2 words, is 1 word in Spanish, but it's like a contraction. It's an enclitic form. Dándoselo. Le está pasando algo. Le está dándoselo. Dándoselo. Is 3 words in 1. Se lo está dando. Significa. But we say dándoselo. That's an enclitic form when we combine words in one. Like a contraction in English.